Hi, and welcome to Women Entrepreneur Spotlight. And today I have with me the co-founder, one of the co-founders of Harp and Hare. Courtney, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I am excited to find out more about Harp and Hare. But before we get into that, why don't you just let us know the rest of your team members?
Yes, so I am one of 4 members, and my other team members are my sister, Kristen. She's our finance director. My cousin, Brittany, she is our partnerships and customer service director. And my cousin, Lindsay, who is our creative director. So The 4 of us co-own Harp and Hare, and it's been quite a journey.
Oh my gosh, that is great. So have you always been close?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We grew up like sisters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Lindsay is actually our second cousin, or cousin once removed. However you word it, she's like, we have a very, very big, tight-knit family, and then the 4 of us got together and we're like, let's do this.
That is great. And so how did you come up with the name Harp and Hare? And Hare is spelled H-A-R-E.
Yes. When we thought about doing luxury picnics and, curating experiences for people, we were really thinking about what type of experience we wanted to curate people, and we wanted to curate for people. And we wanted to curate like a whimsical experience. You know what I mean? It's almost magical. Like, it's like a genie in a bottle. Like, you tell us what you want, where you want it, you show up, it's there, and then you go home and you don't have to clean anything. So that's like a dream come true. So we were thinking fairy tale Alice in Wonderland, and we wanted to create a name for the overall experience that evokes that whimsical feeling. And we figured if we were having a picnic, or if we were putting on a picnic for someone, we wanted to have it like in a meadow while a harpist is playing and the birds are chirping and the butterflies are flying by and a bunny hops by, like a little white bunny hops by. And so we wanted to think of a name that kind of evokes like that feeling. And so we did Harp and Hare.
I love it. And yes, it's not your typical, let me put everything into a cooler bag and throw out the sleeping bag. That's not what you create. Oh my gosh. And so before we even get further into our discussion, where can everybody find you?
On Instagram at Harp and Hare, H-A-R-E. And our website is www.harpandhare.com. And on both sites, you can see pictures, you can book a picnic. You can also see our other offerings. We do romantic rooms as well. And with that, we partnered with Hotel DuPont to create that whimsical, romantic experience. We have balloons hanging from the ceiling. We have roses hanging from the balloons, real roses and rose petals on the bed, and tea lights and champagne and chocolate covered strawberries. Yeah, so that's what we offer. That's what you will be able to see on our website and on our Instagram.
How long had the process of creating Harp and Hare, how long did it take you to finally launch the business?
We thought of the idea in October of 2021, and then we launched in April 2022.
So had you all worked together prior to this, or was this just a new venture for all of you together?
We have worked together. Like I said before, we come from a very big family, very big, tight-knit family. So, we've had birthday parties, and we've had bridal showers that we've thrown. And we kind of set the bar. Like, everyone comes to our events and they're like in another world, and they're waxing poetic about it when they leave. And one of my favorite events that we've ever done was my sister's bridal shower, and we transformed the venue into a speakeasy.
Oh my gosh.
Like Great Gatsby vibes, and we named it, her last name is Laboma, so we called it the Laboma Lounge. Wow. We had a murder mystery, and all of the invitees had to like walk around and get clues throughout the evening. We had a skit, and it was decorated just like a speakeasy.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you all have that creative side.
Yes, we all have that creative side, and then we also play to our strengths. So my sister, Kristen, our finance director, this is essentially what she does for a living. She kind of works with finances a lot, budgeting. This is what she does with her, her 9 to 5.
Wow.
And then you have my cousin, the creative director, who she's an artist. Like, she paints. She has these beautiful paintings, and she has the most gorgeous Pinterest board. And she's our creative director. Right. My cousin Brittany works with partnerships for a living, and also, a little bit of not customer service, but public service.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she's really good with people, and we've gotten a lot of compliments. Like, our customers have given us a lot of compliments on her professionalism.
Wow.
And then you have me, a former teacher / I'm always up on the trends, because my former students would keep me up on all the latest trends and apps and things like that. So I have my fingers on the pulse when it comes to things in the marketing world and what looks aesthetically pleasing marketing wise. So we all kind of play to our strengths. So the 4 of us work very well together, and that's why the 4 of us kind of
balance each other.
Yes.
United, and you balance each other. Absolutely. Yes. I've had a chance many times to be on your website. What are the core values of Harp and Hare? Because they're important.
Yes, they are. Harp and Hare's main value, I guess, is to provide luxury experiences for everyone. Everyone should have access to luxury. And whether that's people who just want a really nice gender reveal where they can just, tell us the baby's gender. They walk up blindfolded, take the blindfolds off and see a blue picnic. Or if it's girls in Africa who don't have access to luxury items, aka, period products.
Right.
And so with that, we started the cycle of change.
Okay.
And that's where we had people donate or ask for people to donate period products to girls in Zambia, because when we went during our trip there, we learned that they don't have access to that, and that's a luxury for them. Or if it's a child with disabilities, with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, like, everyone should have access to luxury, and that's kind of our main goal.
And so you are associated with different foundations, different businesses. Who else are you associated with there? I know you just named a couple.
Yes, Pennswoods Winery, and that's where that's probably our most popular venue. You can have a picnic either in the vineyard among the vines or under an apple tree, and people have done proposals with this picnic in the vineyard. You get wine delivered to your table. They'll surprise their partner saying, "Oh, we're going to go on a tour of a winery," and then you get there and you walk up to this picnic. And it's right there. So that's one of my favorite venues for our picnics. We've also partnered with 1,000 Acre Farm for picnics in the orchard. They are in Middletown, Delaware.
Oh, wow.
And they have an orchard there, and, that's cute for fall or for Friendsgiving. And Acadian Wine Co., which it's a vineyard, but they have it's at this gorgeous venue where the inside is basically a house. Wow. And they have a fireplace, and you can set up a picnic right in front of their fire. Those are our seasonal partners.
I think it's such a unique idea. I know there's other people that do picnics, but you just seem to have such a special way with your curating your picnics that it is magical. It is just from the pictures. So just looking at pictures, which never give it, really you can't get that full feel. So I can't even imagine what a picnic, and it doesn't have to be elaborate, right?
It doesn't have to. We have a few different themes, and we have our Spooknik, which is like a spooky setup. We have a harvest theme, which is ideal for like Friendsgivings. We have Royal Tea, which is inspired by Positano Coast. It has blue and white chinoiserie with lemon accents. It's called Royal Tea because we serve tea with it, and people can have a high tea at our picnics. Reminiscent of Bridgerton. Right. And we have Pinknick, which is ideal for proposals or for bridal showers. And we have Boho. Right. And Unicorn as well for kids.
I love it. Oh my gosh. That's right. So you set up for kids also.
Yes, we do.
So you have lots of choices. So the high tea, we'll take it from there, and we'll take it down a different avenue. You have an event coming up in November?
Yes, we do.
Tell us about it.
It's called Ladies Who Launch, a Bridgerton Business Bazaar. So we started Ladies Who Launch as, just our way of trying to create a community of women in Delaware and in the tri-state area who are women in business, women in leadership, women who are on the boards of nonprofits, and just come together and have a sense of camaraderie, almost create a Barbie world.
Oh, wow.
And just, unite and share resources and pick each other's brains and bring each other to the top. So that's what Ladies Who Launch is. It's a community. And our first event within Ladies Who Launch is a Bridgerton Business Bazaar. And that is a Bridgerton-inspired high tea where we encourage everyone to dress up, either as a character from Bridgerton, or you bring your absolute best tea outfit, your tea hat, it's a classy event. And we have 2 packages available, general admission and VIP. And with VIP, you get wine tasting. So you show up an hour before the event, you have a VIP networking session. You get wine tasting and you get 2 complimentary drinks. Mm-hmm. The drinks are, themed. They have Bridgerton themes. We're going to play Bridgerton music. We have a keynote speaker. We have raffles courtesy of Hotel DuPont, Penswoods Winery, and Stella Rosa.
Oh, wow.
And we have empowering activities. So you're not just networking. Okay. Like, we're not just throwing you in and saying, here, talk. We're also curating activities for you to do and to, break the ice. And you're going to walk away with something done. Like, if there's something that you've been needing to do, we're going to curate activities where you can actually get some homework done, and then you're going to go home feeling empowered and inspired.
That is so
ready to go.
So important. That is so important.
Yes.
Because that's what does happen sometimes. You go to the networking events and some people just don't do well with talking or getting, that conversation started. So having team building, more or less, events is such a great idea. And what date is it?
November 5th.
November 5th at what time?
1 p.m. And you can get tickets online. We have 2 tiers available, VIP and general admission.
Okay, so they can go to your website.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything special on the website that they need to do? They just have to click through to find it?
Well, it's going to be a pop-up page. So as soon as you log into the website, it'll be right there for you to click into the link where you would get your ticket.
Okay. And so it starts at 1. Does it go to a certain time?
It goes until 4.
Okay.
Ish.
Okay. Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's such a great event. Now, is this the first one, I'm sorry, you said you were doing?
Yes, this is the first one.
Oh, that's awesome. Because I feel that there's not enough networking going on here in Delaware. This is up in Wilmington.
No, this is in Newark on Main Street at Hamilton's on Main. Like you said, we felt the same way. Like, there's just not enough networking that happens here, especially among women. We also noticed the energy was kind of old sometimes. We don't like that. We want to collaborate with women. And when we first launched, there was another picnic company who blocked us.
Oh, wow.
On Instagram. And we were just so confused, and I actually had seen them out in public a couple times and we were very icy. Whereas there's another picnic company, we've also partnered with Lux Charcuterie to provide charcuterie for our picnics.
Oh, nice.
And she referred us to another picnic company that she works with. And she put us in contact with each other. And then she said, just wanted to introduce you guys to each other. And then, she said a few words, and then she said collaboration over competition.
Absolutely.
And us and the other picnic company, anytime we aren't available on a certain day that a client wants to book our picnic, we refer them to them and vice versa. And that's the energy that we want to build here in Delaware.
Absolutely. Because everybody, I feel that, you do your picnics one way, they do a picnic another way. You all have your own style, so you're not competing because you have your own style. And to be able to help each other, collaborate, and network is what my sing-song has been with Women Entrepreneur Spotlight, is just to get that conversation. And I love the idea of this networking event in November, on November 5th at 1 p.m. So I feel that there needs to be more of that up in the Newark area, here in Dover, and then down in Sussex. So we'll have to talk and see about doing something down this way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh. I'm excited about it.
I hope you can make it. Are you coming?
I'm going to put it on my calendar. You have so much going on with Harp and Hare. So how do you all balance your day with, you all work 9 to 5 other jobs, or is this for all? So
yes, we work 9 to 5s, and it's definitely balancing our day with this does get hard sometimes, but it's also a labor of love. And it's become a hobby at this point for me. You know, it's become like something I love to do. I love to, we don't get a day off. Typically picnics are booked on weekends, and then, throughout the week, there's a lot of correspondence, things happening behind the scenes, marketing, budgeting, doing all, it's difficult, but it's a labor of love.
Do you mark off chunk of time on your calendar, or do you just balance it where you have your business, you go to work in the afternoon, and then you do what you need to do in the evening? But family time, do you make sure that you take that time?
Yeah, I feel like we try to have boundaries where if we are, having family time and we're at Thanksgiving or whatever it may be, we try to establish boundaries where we don't talk too much about the business with each other. But as I said before, it's a labor of love for all of us. So sometimes we can't help ourselves, and we share our ideas with each other. We talk about how excited we are to put this event together. You know what I mean? But we don't expect to talk budget and sit down and open laptops and go through this spreadsheet. Like, we don't expect to do things like that during family time.
Right. Yeah. It's not easy. But like you said, when it's a labor of love, you just know how to juggle it and plan it all out. So when you are putting together a picnic, they have picked the date, you're booked, and if it's an outside picnic, what happens when Mother Nature isn't helping you?
So that's actually happened a few times. So usually we allow them to reschedule free of charge, or they can relocate.
Oh, okay.
And if they want to do it in their living room, if they want to they found an indoor venue that they want us to set up in, we can do that as well.
Okay. And so when you need to find something particular for a picnic, do you have inventory, or do you work with other vendors?
We have our own inventory. We actually got our picnic tables made. They were specially made. So yes, we have our own inventory.
And that's a lot in itself, just keeping track of all that.
Yeah.
Do you keep the inventory at home, or are you able to have storage, or?
We keep it at home for now, but as we expand, we are planning to get storage. But it's very organized. Our creative director is on top of things.
That is good. Oh my gosh. What's the biggest hurdle that you've had to get over or get through when you first started the business?
I think we were really nervous at the beginning. We were confident, but then once we launched, we got really nervous, and we were just I don't know, it's kind of like going to a new grade. Yeah. Like when you're a kid, you're nervous, but you're also ready, excited. Yeah. So we were nervous at the beginning, thinking about what could go wrong, and oh my gosh, did we do this right? Did we do that right? Are we making the right decisions? Is this the right partnership? It was kind of like we were exploring, we were kind of new to this land, and we were exploring this whole new world.
And so did you help each other? You pushed through it all?
Yeah, we definitely pushed through it all, of course, and it was more than worth it in the end. Now we're so happy we made this decision.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, your website's beautiful, and the pictures that you have on there, and the packages that you do offer. And so, what advice would you give to another woman entrepreneur is on the edge, wanting to start their own business, but something's holding them back?
Don't give up. I'm really inspired by my sister. I think when she just had a baby. Well, her son is 1 year old now. But last year, she was pregnant, and she was just having a really tough time balancing everything. And then once she had the baby, he just, was up all night and crying all the time and has this issue and that issue. And it was so hard for her to balance her full-time career, her newborn baby, and now she has to deal with this. It was getting really, really hard for her. And she, at a lot of moments, was like, I give up, guys. I cannot do this anymore. And she persevered. Thank God. We had to convince her and, help her out. And we sat her down from doing picnics, and we, took over a lot of her responsibilities just to help her out. And so she was able to kind of catch her breath and then come back. But she inspires me because not only did she persevere, but now she's like, I'm so glad I didn't give up. I cannot believe the amount of progress that we've made. I can't believe that, we've done this and that, and we're planning on doing this and that, like different things. She started looking at the positive, and she was like, I'm so glad that I stayed. So I guess that would be my advice to women, is to just don't give up. It's going to be worth it. It's going to get hard. That's life. Life gets hard at times, but you should, if you feel like this is something that you at one point truly wanted to do, that's not going to just go away. No. Like that, keep at it. It'll be worth it.
Absolutely. And you have each other to bounce ideas off of. You're each other's mentors and support. Yeah. And that's why going back to your event in November, so important, because there are a lot of women that don't have support. They don't have a mentor, and getting into and speaking with other women in a network function is so important. Because I think sometimes we're our own worst enemy, because we sometimes don't want to reach out to other people, because, for myself, I'll say, well, I can do that. I can figure that out. I don't want to bother anybody. Yeah. But sometimes you have to stop and do that. And or have that mentor, that support. So I think the event, the Bridgerton Business Bazaar in November, is such a great place to start. Either somebody that is seasoned, because you still never know what's new out there, who's doing who can you talk to, and for those who are just starting out, to give them the support. Again, it goes back to each woman helping each other out and not blocking you.
Yes. We are not in competition with each other.
No, absolutely not. Oh my God.
We have to unite against the Kens.
That's it. Oh my gosh. So true. I love it. So is there anything else that you would like to share that I haven't touched on?
No, I believe we covered everything.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Again, let's just go over. It's Bridgerton Business Bazaar, November 5th at 1 p.m. You can go to Harp and Hare, HARE.com. It'll be your pop-up window. I have been there, just pop up, and you'll be able to make reservations and find out about all the information. Courtney, thank you so much. I'm so glad that we got a chance to talk. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and the rest of the team in person.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.